Stop right now. Put everything down and listen with absolute focus. Because what I'm about to expose in the next 20 minutes will completely shatter the illusion of love and support you thought you had this Christmas season. There is someone very close to you, someone who will hug you during Christmas gatherings, someone who will smile when you share your good news, someone who will say "I'm so happy for you" with their mouth, but their heart is screaming something entirely different. Their congratulations are poison. Their excitement is performance. Their happiness for you is the greatest lie you've been believing. This is not paranoia. This is not you being negative during the holidays. This is divine revelation breaking through the noise to show you the truth before this person's secret jealousy manifests into active sabotage that destroys what you've been building. By the end of this message, you will know exactly who this pretender is, why they're faking their joy for you, what they're really doing behind your back, and most devastating of all, you will discover that this person pretending to be happy for your Christmas blessings is actually your identity will be revealed at the perfect moment. When the mask comes off, you will understand why certain opportunities kept falling through. Why certain relationships suddenly became complicated. Why blessings you should have received got mysteriously blocked. Because this smiling enemy has been working against you while standing right next to you. Before we rip off the mask and expose this pretender, you must do 3 things immediately. Like this video right now to signal that you choose painful truth over comfortable deception. Subscribe and activate all notifications because these revelations are assignments for your protection. Type "reveal the fake" in the comments, declare that you're ready to see who's been lying to your face. Stay until the final second because after the reveal, I will direct you to a second video exposing the jealousy curse, how to break free from envious people, specific prayers and actions to protect your blessings from fake supporters. Section 1. The anatomy of fake happiness. Let me describe a scene that will feel disturbingly familiar. You share good news, maybe a promotion, a new relationship, a financial breakthrough, a personal achievement. And this person's face lights up. They smile. They hug you. They say all the right words. "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. You deserve this. This is amazing." But if you were paying attention, you would have noticed something was off. The smile didn't quite reach their eyes. The hug felt stiff, mechanical. Their voice had a tone that didn't match their words. And the conversation shifted away from your good news unusually fast, almost like they couldn't bear to talk about your blessing for more than 30 seconds. The micro-expressions of envy. Your spirit caught these signals, but your mind dismissed them. "I'm being paranoid. They're my friend/family member. They love me. I'm overthinking." But you weren't overthinking. You were picking up on the frequency of false celebration. When someone is genuinely happy for you, their entire being radiates joy. Their eyes light up with authentic excitement. They ask follow-up questions because they want to hear more. They bring it up later, still excited. They tell others about your good news with pride. But this pretender? They give you surface-level responses. They change the subject quickly. They don't ask for details. And when you're not around, they never mention your success to others. In fact, they do the opposite. They minimize it, find flaws in it, or create doubt about whether it's really as good as it seems. The Quran warns us in Surah Al-Falaq, "Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of Daybreak from the evil of an envier when he envies." Envy is not just wanting what you have. It's being disturbed by the fact that you have it. And this person is deeply disturbed by your blessings. The Christmas amplification. Christmas makes their fake happiness even more pronounced because this season demands visible joy. Everyone is expected to celebrate together, to be happy for each other, to spread good cheer. So they put on an Oscar-worthy performance. They buy you gifts, not because they love you, but because they need to maintain their image. They post pictures with you on social media with captions about how blessed they are to have you in their life, not because it's true, but because they need others to see them as supportive. They participate in family gatherings and celebrations, not because they want to be there, but because absence would expose their true feelings. Behind this Christmas mask is a heart rotting with jealousy. And this Christmas, their mask is about to crack. If you felt that someone's happiness for you felt fake but couldn't prove it, type I felt it in the comments. Section 2, the 3 undeniable signs. Now I'm going to give you 3 behavioral markers that will identify exactly who this fake supporter is. You've seen these signs but made excuses for them. Not anymore. Sign number 1, the qualifier syndrome. This person can never celebrate your wins without adding a qualifier, a but statement that poisons the compliment. Listen to their actual words. I'm so happy for you, but you need to be careful not to get prideful. That's amazing, but don't forget where you came from. Congratulations, but are you sure you're ready for that responsibility? Good for you, but I hope this doesn't change who you are. Every single positive statement comes with a warning, a caution, a subtle dose of fear designed to dim your excitement. This is not wisdom. This is not protection. This is strategic sabotage disguised as concern. A true supporter celebrates without conditions. They say I'm proud of you and stop there. They don't need to add warnings because they're not threatened by your success. But this fake supporter needs to insert doubt because your unqualified success triggers their inadequacy. Sign number 2, the comparison trap. Watch what happens after they give you their fake congratulations. Within minutes, the conversation shifts to either A. Their own struggles, that's great for you. I wish I could catch a break like that. My life has been so hard lately. They turn your victory moment into their pity party, forcing you to comfort them instead of enjoying your win. B. Someone else's bigger achievement, that's nice. Did you hear about other person? They just got an even bigger opportunity. They immediately minimize your blessing by comparing it to someone else's, making sure you don't feel too good about yourself. See past accomplishments they had. I remember when I achieved something similar years ago. It was amazing. Those were good times. They redirect attention to their past glory because they can't stand your current glory. All 3 tactics serve the same purpose, to steal your joy, to prevent you from fully celebrating, to make the moment about anything except your blessing. Sign number 3, the sabotage recommendations. This is the most dangerous sign. After pretending to be happy for you, they start giving you advice that's actually designed to derail your success. You got a new job? They tell you about all the negative things they heard about that company. You're in a new relationship? They plant seeds of doubt. Are you sure they're right for you? I noticed. You're starting a business? They focus on all the reasons it might fail. You're buying a house. They point out every possible problem with the neighborhood. They frame this as just being real with you or I am just looking out for you. But genuine support builds confidence. This tears it down. They're hoping their negative words will create enough doubt that you'll sabotage yourself, saving them the trouble. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The believer is a mirror to his brother. A true mirror reflects reality to help you. But this person is a funhouse mirror, distorting your image to make you doubt yourself." If you're experiencing all 3 signs from the same person, type all 3 signs in the comments. Section 3, why they can't be happy for you. Now let's go deeper into the psychology of this betrayal. Why would someone close to you, someone who claims to love you, be unable to genuinely celebrate your blessings? Understanding this will free you from taking their behavior personally. The root, comparative identity. This person has built their entire identity on comparison. They don't know who they are except in relation to others. When they looked at you in the past, they felt secure because you were either at the same level as them, they felt equal. Below them, they felt superior. Struggling like them, they felt less alone. But now you're rising. You're breaking through. You're receiving blessings they don't have. And this destroys their sense of self. Your success doesn't just make them feel inadequate, it makes them question their entire identity. In their distorted thinking, if you're succeeding and they're not, it means they're failing. Your win equals their loss. Your blessing equals their curse. They can't separate your journey from theirs because they've never learned to find worth within themselves. The wound, unhealed insecurity. Deep inside this person is a wound they've never healed, a childhood trauma, a past rejection, a dream that died, a comparison they lost. Instead of doing the internal work to heal that wound, they've been managing it by keeping themselves surrounded by people who don't trigger it. You were safe for them when you were struggling alongside them. Your shared struggle made them feel less alone in their pain. But your breakthrough exposes their stagnation. Your healing highlights their unhealed wounds. Your courage to grow mirrors their fear of change. The Quran teaches us in Surah Ash-Shams about the human soul and its capacity for both corruption and purification. This person has chosen corruption over purification, allowing their insecurities to rot into resentment rather than doing the work to heal. The tragedy: misplaced blame. Here's what makes this truly sad: they blame you for their feelings. In their mind, you're the problem. If you would just stop succeeding, stop growing, stop receiving blessings, they would feel fine. They've convinced themselves that your elevation is an attack on them. This is why they can't be genuinely happy for you. To them, every good thing that happens to you is evidence of unfairness in the universe. Why them and not me? What makes them so special? I work just as hard. I deserve it more. They're trapped in a prison of comparison, and they resent you for having the key to freedom they refuse to use. But here's the truth they'll never accept: your blessings are not taking anything away from them. There's not a limited supply of success, love, or opportunity. Your win doesn't cause their loss. The universe is abundant enough for everyone to thrive. Their poverty mindset is the only thing blocking their own blessings. Type "It's not my fault" if you're releasing the guilt of other people's jealousy. Section 4, the Identity Reveal. Now we arrive at the moment of truth. Who is this person pretending to be happy for your Christmas blessings? Let me help you identify them with laser precision. The reveal: that person pretending to be happy for you is actually your closest companion who has been competing with you in secret. This is not a distant acquaintance or a random hater. This is someone in your inner circle, someone who has been close enough to know your dreams, your struggles, your vulnerabilities. And they've been using that information against you while wearing a mask of friendship. For some of you, this is your best friend, the person you've shared everything with, laughed with, cried with. You thought you were growing together, but they've been keeping score. Every time you shared an accomplishment, they smiled on the outside while dying on the inside. They've been secretly hoping your opportunities would fail so you'd come back down to their level. For others, this is a sibling or close cousin, someone who grew up with you, who was compared to you by family members. Maybe you were always the successful one or the smart one, and they became the other one. Years of comparison created a wound that turned into competition. Now, every Christmas when family gathers and your achievements get mentioned, they sit there with a fake smile, internally screaming. For some, this is your romantic partner or spouse, the person who should be your biggest cheerleader. But instead of celebrating your wins, they feel threatened by them. Your promotion makes them feel inadequate about their career. Your weight loss makes them insecure about their body. Your new friendships make them jealous. Your growth makes them feel left behind. So they pretend to support you while subtly undermining your confidence. The shocking pattern. Look back at your recent blessings and notice the pattern. Every time something good happened to you, did this person suddenly have a crisis that required your attention? Every time you were about to celebrate a win, did they create drama that stole your joy? Every time you made progress, did they remind you of your past failures? Every time you felt confident, did they point out your flaws? This wasn't coincidence. This was strategic jealousy. They've been trained by their own insecurity to interrupt your joy because they can't handle it. The Christmas confirmation. This Christmas, watch what happens when you receive a blessing, a gift, an announcement, good news, anything that brings you joy. Watch their face before they compose it into the fake smile. You'll catch a micro-expression, a flash of pain, disappointment, or anger, before the performance begins. Watch how quickly they change the subject. Watch how they downplay it later when talking to others. Watch how they forget to mention it again. Even though if they were truly happy, they'd still be celebrating with you days later. If you know exactly who this person is right now, type "I know who it is" in the comments. Section 5, the Protection Protocol. Now that you know who's faking happiness for you, let me give you the Protection Protocol, specific actions to shield your blessings from their toxic energy and reclaim your joy. Action 1. Stop sharing your wins with them. This is not about being secretive or prideful. This is about wisdom. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught, seek help in having your needs met by being discreet. Not everyone deserves access to your good news. From now on, when something good happens, don't run to tell this person. Let them find out through others or not at all. Your blessings are too precious to be contaminated by fake enthusiasm. Share your joy with people who have proven they can genuinely celebrate with you. When they ask "Why didn't you tell me?" simply say, "I've been keeping my blessings private lately." It feels more sacred that way. You don't owe them an explanation, but if pressed, that response protects your peace without creating unnecessary drama. Action 2. Create emotional distance. This doesn't mean you have to cut them off completely, especially if they're family or you're in unavoidable proximity. But you must create emotional distance. Stop seeking their approval. Stop hoping they'll change. Stop expecting them to be happy for you. Accept that they're wounded, and wounded people wound others. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it frees you from the disappointment of expecting healthy responses from unhealthy people. You can love them from a distance while protecting your peace up close. Action 3. Celebrate yourself. Since this person can't genuinely celebrate you, you must learn to celebrate yourself. Don't wait for their approval or excitement. When something good happens, acknowledge it internally. "I'm proud of myself. I worked hard for this. This is a blessing, and I receive it with gratitude." Create your own celebration rituals. Journal about your wins. Treat yourself. Thank Allah for the blessing. Call someone who has proven they can be genuinely happy for you. Don't let their inability to celebrate rob you of your own joy. Action 4. Pray for their healing. This might be the hardest action, but it's the most spiritually powerful. Pray for their healing, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve the freedom that comes from releasing bitterness. Allah, I ask that you heal the wounds in name that prevent them from being happy for others. I ask that you free them from the prison of comparison and jealousy. I ask that you bless them so abundantly that they no longer feel threatened by my blessings. When you pray for them sincerely, you break the spiritual chain that connects their jealousy to your joy. You rise above their frequency, and you protect yourself from becoming bitter like them. Action 5. Recognize the divine filter. Finally, understand that their fake support is actually Allah filtering your circle. The people who can't celebrate you don't belong in your next chapter. Their jealousy is revealing their incompatibility with your future. Thank them silently for showing you who they really are. This Christmas clarity is a gift. It's showing you who deserves access to your life and who needs to be loved from a distance. Type "I protect my blessings" in the comments to activate this protocol. Closing bridge. This fake supporter and their jealous heart is just the surface issue. There's a deeper spiritual pattern at work: how to build a circle of genuine support that actually celebrates your wins without envy. There's a second video on my channel you must watch immediately: how to build a jealousy-free circle, the divine friendship filter. In it, I reveal the specific characteristics of people who can genuinely celebrate you, and how to identify them before letting them close. Click my channel right now. Find that video. Watch it completely. The authentic relationships you're craving are on the other side of learning this wisdom. Final engagement. Type "Amen" if you're ready to protect your joy from fake supporters. Subscribe so you never miss revelations that protect your peace. Share this with someone whose blessings are being poisoned by fake happiness. You don't need their fake celebration. You need your own genuine peace. You don't need their jealous approval. You need your own confident joy. This Christmas, celebrate yourself fully, knowing that real supporters celebrate with you, not against you. Go watch that second video now. Your authentic circle is waiting. Type I protect my blessings and watch the second video now.